Wow, wow, wow. Hello, everyone. You're welcome to our channel again today. This is Family Aspect. Yeah, we are here again to share our story time. It's a story time today. It's another beautiful story time today. I'm excited to share this with you because of the importance of this particular uh, subject, this particular story today. There's so much we can learn from messages and emails that we receive from people because it helps us to know who is actually listening to us and what they are going through. So it's very important that we pay attention uh, to some details that we'll be reading from this story today. So wherever you're watching from, please indicate where you're watching from. Notify us on the comment section to let us know where you're watching from. And for those of you that watched our video that we uploaded this morning, I hope you enjoyed it, where I answer a lady's a particular man question. If you haven't watched the video, I will encourage you to watch the video. Probably put the link on top of this video later. You'll be able to watch it. For those of you who will be watching the replay. Now, this is a live stream, and wherever you're, like I said, wherever you're watching from, let us know on the chat box that you are watching. And I just want to acknowledge you. I just want to give a shout out to you. And that's why I ask you to let us know where you're watching from. So today we have obviously an intriguing story, very intriguing story. And also it's very mind-boggling because for me, I'm amazed what families are going through. I'm really shocked to see what families are going through in their various homes. You know, there are so many things that are being swept under the carpet. There are so many things that has been covered up by individuals that are going through all of these challenges and problems. So today we want to look at one of those things and then learn. The reality is the reason I share some of these stories with you guys is to help you learn, is to help you gain understanding of how life, your relationship, your family life ought to be. And what we can learn from these things will help us to shape and help build our family better, our love life and our relationship with our children, all of these beautiful things. So that's the reason I share some of these things with you guys. So you're watching from anywhere. Thank you for watching and joining us today. We want to go right away to the question. Now, if you are joining us for the first time, I encourage you to subscribe because we'll come up with videos and update information, advice that has to do with marriage, relationship, dating, and also relationship as a parent to a child, to children. So parental guide and advice and support. We offer all of this information on this channel. So we want to encourage you to subscribe and hit the bell notification button so that you will not miss anything at all, because I wouldn't want you to miss anything. Trust me, because there's so much coming on right now that will help you, especially in this period of coronavirus, pandemic, lockdown, and all these things going on. You see, I want to encourage you to learn some of these things that will help you survive. Trisha King, you're welcome. Thank you for being here, Trisha King. Yes. We are here today. We are here today to discuss an amazing, intriguing, and mind-boggling situation today. So it says, my husband admits he doesn't find me attractive anymore. Can you imagine a situation whereby after several years of marriage, probably maybe less than a year of marriage, then you say your wife is no more attractive to you anymore? Now let's read the story because it's very fascinating. It's very intriguing. All right, we're going to look into the story today. So wherever you're watching from, thank you for joining us, every one of you. I see Trisha online, and if you leave your comments, I will be able to see you and actually welcome you on the show, on the live stream. Okay, so it's a story time. It's an amazing story time, guys. So I want you to pay attention to this. So just let us know where you're watching from, and just on the chat box, and then we'll be able to give you kudos, a shout out. You know what I mean? So that's very important. Okay. Now we're going to go straight into it without further ado. I don't want to talk too much about this, but I just want to drive you into the the story. Now, first, we place this banner there so that you can see it. Look at the banner very carefully. Is it my husband admit he doesn't find, that means he doesn't find me attractive. I have acne scars. So you can see with that diagram there, it just shows you that we have many women that have this kind of look. And this is exactly what I want you to put in mind in dealing with this question, because this lady right here on this picture shows exactly what this story is about. I want you to, and more also, there's a lot of information there in the story that I want you to pay attention to. So that's why I put this banner there so that you can see it. All right, I'll take it off now. So now let's go to the story. Now, what is the story about? Well, first of all, I received this email, and it was this yesterday. I received an alert, and I opened the email. Oh, I thought, okay. The first thing I say is, hi, my husband admit he doesn't find me attractive anymore. And then I have a lot of other information below. I thought, okay, let's sit down and read this. So now I found on the letter that this is not just something that we have to just, in a hurry respond to. So let's discuss this. Some of you are going to be giving us advice today. Some of you are very, very intelligent to give us some advice today. And that's why I always bring these stories to the platform, you see, because I want to also receive advice. Shout out to you, Antonia, for joining us today. You're welcome. So I want to also receive advice from you as well. So we all are learning today. So we are in the school right now. So let's get it all rolling. Okay. Now, the first thing is the story. I want to read the story to you. Okay. I'm going to read the story to you right now, and then we'll go on to it. Okay. Now, I got it. It says, we got married young. Okay. First of all, let me remove the title so that you guys will be able to see it. All right. Okay. Now, it says, we got married young. I got pregnant, and he cheated on me when our baby was a month old, a total of 6 months. He said seeing me give birth was gross, and it made him not to want to have sex with me. During that time, we were fighting a lot, and he physically abused me and got arrested with a felony charge. Our religion advised me to stay with him, as did our parents on both sides. We have been married for 7 years now, and we have 2 children. Our sex life is basically me asking enough time that he basically appeased me. I guess you guys understand that. So he says, he never willingly give during sex. I don't know what that means, but I guess ladies might understand that. It's always about him getting off. If I want more, I have to ask several times to be appeased. I don't think he ever once willingly offer it up. Anyway, the other night, he got aroused while we were watching a movie with a sex scene. And it basically came out that he is not attracted to me. I get it. I'm not attractive. And that is the truth. I have come to terms with it. I told him that there is absolutely no reason for us to be married at this point. He won't leave, even though it will be much easier for him to leave since I am the main caregiver of our children. The problem is, I am not set up to be able to leave. In addition to not leaving, he cried tears to say he didn't want me to leave. We have zero family support. We were disowned because we changed religion. And so I don't think I can leave. I think my only option is to stay and distance my emotions from the situation and set myself up for the future. The kicker of the whole situation is that before this situation came up, I have been exercising and eating healthy, and I have been losing weight and getting into shape. And he absolutely hates me going to the gym and makes comments about it. But I would think he would be happy if I was going to be looking better. Almost forgot to mention that he did have he did have a severe porn addiction before we got married. He did have a severe porn addiction before we got married. We changed from Jehovah's Witness to non-denominational Christian. I have acne scars, and I'm about 20 pounds overweight. I have a face that is symmetrical, and I realize that I am not attractive. And I am not saying it for pity. It is just fact that I do recognize. My husband is better looking than I am, but he has huge weight fluctuations also. Please, any advice? Please, any prayers? Thanks. Wow. Guys, let me see your comments before I proceed. If you guys were just greeting yourself, okay. Trisha says, nice topic. All right. What do you guys think? Serious. Advice, please, because this story got me thinking that we have people that are going through a lot of things, a lot of challenging times, really. A lot of challenging times. So I will want you guys to look at it again. Probably I should read the story one more time so that it will sink. Let's look at the story one more time. And then I will encourage you guys, share this video, please, to your contacts. Those you know, just share it. Just share it. You're doing me a favor as well, and I appreciate that because that's one of your love sign for me. And share it everywhere. Share it everywhere. Let's look at this story again because it's very intriguing. For me, I think this story need proper examination. Okay, I should read it one more time, please. All right, I'm going to read it again because it's very impressive, very, very fascinating. Now, remember, we're talking about a lady who actually wrote to me and said, my husband admit he doesn't find me attractive anymore. So we're looking at the story, why she says so, because I like it when people ask questions and ask for advice, they should give us detail, right? And I like the way she gave us a bit detail of what is going on. So here is the story again. We got married young. I got pregnant. He cheated on me when our baby was a month old, a total of 6 months. He said, seeing me give birth was gross. It made him not to want to have sex with me. During that time, we were fighting a lot, and he physically abused me and got arrested with a felony charge. Our religion advised me to stay with him, as did our parents on both sides. We have been married for 7 years now, and we have 2 children. Our sex life is basically me asking enough time that he basically appease me. So you guys, you know what that means. He never willingly give during sex. It is always about him getting off. If I want more, I have to ask several times to be appeased. I don't think he has ever once willingly offered it up. Anyway, the other night, he got aroused while we were watching a movie with a sex scene. It basically came out that he is not attracted to me. I get it. I'm not attractive. That's the truth. I've come to terms with it. I told him that there is absolutely no reason for us to be married at this point. He will not leave, even though it will be much easier for him to leave since I am the main caregiver of our children. The problem is, I'm not set up to be able to leave. In addition to not leaving, he cried tears to say he don't want me to leave either. We have 0 family support. In fact, we were disowned because we changed religions. And so I don't think I can leave. I think my only option is to stay and distance my emotions from the situation and set myself up for the future. The kicker of the whole situation is that before this situation came up, I have been exercising, eating healthy, and I've been losing weight and getting into good shape. And he absolutely hates me going to the gym and makes comments about it. But I would think he would be very happy if I was going to be looking better. I almost forgot to mention that he did have a several porn addiction before we got married. We changed from Jehovah's Witness to a non-denominational Christian. I have acne scars. I'm about 20 pounds overweight. I have a face that is not symmetrical. Realize that I'm not attractive. And I am not saying it for pity. It is just the fact that I do realize or recognize my husband is better looking than I am, but he has had huge weight fluctuations also. Please, any advice or prayers? Thanks. Wow. There you have it, people. I'm like, wow. Yes. What do you guys think? Let me look at your comments. Yeah, Trisha says, read it one more time. Yeah, I've done that now. Is I think the lady needs help in knowing who she is and also her worth. Okay. Andona says, I think the lady needs help in knowing who she is and also her worth. Yes, there's more to it. I hope you guys listen to the story because we all want to advise, want to give all we can. Oh, who is this? You're welcome. Should I say any Jenny or Connors? Maybe I should call you Connors. You're welcome to our channel today. You're welcome. Yes, thank you, Trisha, for inviting Connors to our channel today. Thank you. You're welcome. All right, and look at that. What do you guys think about that story? Because this is family aspects, and we know that what we talk about here is what majorly we all once in a while have experienced and successfully walk away or walk out from. And some of us maybe might still be going through these challenges in our relationship. All right. So let's look at it in a whole spectrum here. Look at yourself. Look at the story. What would you advise this lady? Because there's a lot of things here. First, we discover that the man is violent. He has been abusive. Now the man has an addiction of porn. Don't forget, he has porn addiction. And the lady, even before when they got married, the woman said 5 months or 6 months into the marriage, he already started cheating on her. He already started cheating. I want you to understand this. And then he's also abusive. Now, the woman decided to stay because the church members or the church leaders, the church that she's a Christian, all right, the church that they went to said, you can't leave. You can't just leave your husband. Stay. And the mother, the parents of the woman also agree. And they said, we don't want you to leave your husband. Stay in your family. Stay there. Try and manage your situation. All right. Okay. And she agreed. But over the time, the man has been maltreating her emotionally. That means the man refused to attend to her emotions sexually, because the man said ever since that he used his eyes to see when the woman gave birth, oh dear. Ever since he saw that the woman gave birth, he has no more taste for her. What men go through, and women go through even two times more. Oh man. Guys, that I'm trying to summarize the story for you so you understand. So when you're giving your advice, you look at it from that perspective. He said ever since he saw the wife give birth in the hospital, because he went into the hospital to the delivery room with his wife, and he said he was there, he saw it. Ever since he saw it, he didn't recover. But I've been there, and so I didn't know that there are people that can pass out and they will not recover. So guys, that's the situation. And ever since, the woman says that she's begging, constantly begging for sex, constantly begging. I mean, she said she's suffering as a result of that. And then when the matter now came out, okay, why is it the only time he even tried to respond after a while they never had sex, in midst of quarreling and all of that, and he is just pleasuring himself with porn addiction? The woman finally said, okay, as they were watching a movie, and that movie, a part of that movie had a sex scene, all right? So they just had fun with that in that movie at that particular scene. And then he was aroused. He wanted to do something with the wife, right? That's nothing bad. But guess what? At that moment, he find himself really struggling. So the wife now asks, what is your problem? Why are you struggling? You can't even start. And the man said, you know what? I'm no more attracted. I mean, you are no more attracted to me. I have problem. You are not attractive anymore. So I'm sorry. That's why I've not been able to do all of these things. Now, she has her own reason, but the husband has his own reason. According to the story I just read to you, the husband said it's because after he saw. Now, again, irrespective of the fact that I believe the man has a problem because he has an addiction, a porn addiction problem. And also, he's abusive. The woman just stated he was charged felony. He was charged with felony. So he's very abusive. But for that reason, how could he be in that relationship? How could she be in that relationship for that 7 years? That is 7 long years of sexual abuse or sexual denial, emotional abuse. And now she says she's doing everything she can, all right, to please the man. It's not working. She went eating healthy, went to gym, and did everything trying to lose weight. And every time she get ready that she's going to gym, the husband will just use his mouth to tear her apart. I mean, all sorts of negative comments, and then discourage her from doing it. You get it? And then she said, what am I going to do? Okay, maybe it's because I have acne scars on my face. I think that's why he doesn't want, I'm no more attractive. She said, I get it. I see why I'm no more attractive. But what she saw is different from what the husband is giving as a reason. That's what I'm trying to tell her, and also use the opportunity for you guys to look at it, and also as advice. First, yes, let me look at your comments, please. But let me pause down a minute and look at the comment. Yes. Yes, where are we? You guys have finished greeting yourselves. Okay, where are we? Let me see. Okay, yes. Connor says the story on marriage that I have heard lately have been mind-boggling. Yeah, exactly. That's why we're here. That's why we're doing things like this. Then Janet, you're welcome. Janet, you're welcome to our channel today. Janet says that's abuse to an extreme level. Okay. Yes, an abuse to an extreme level. An abuse to an extreme level. So shared you out. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you, Connor. Please, everyone, share this information, share this story, let them watch. Thank you, Connor, for doing that. Then Antonia said, some men do have a very fragile emotions. I guess the whole giving birth scenario has freaked him out. Oh, completely. I agree with you. But it's something that can be talked over, isn't it? Because I don't get it. King himself is here. King himself is here. You're welcome, Donald King. Thank you for coming, Donald. So this is the scenario, guys. What do you think? I just tried to summarize the story to you, and personally, I'm suggesting one. First of all, this is my advice. I know they came from a Christian background, but I will not support, in all my belief system, I will not support an abusive marriage. I will never ask anybody to sit down in a marriage that is designated for toxicity, abusive. I will not do it. I will not even talk about it. Even the Bible that I read didn't tell me to encourage that. So I wouldn't do it. In fact, I remember Jesus said to the Pharisees, he says, the reason Moses gave a divorce letter to you, sign a divorce certificate for you guys to be using, is because of the wickedness of your heart. You guys were wicked. You maltreat your wife, you cheat on your wife, you do them stupid things. So it's good. Now, I believe God doesn't support domestic violence either. So I'm not into it. I don't even support it. So for the first time that I'm looking at that letter, and I see that the woman is said in the first 5 months, 6 months into the marriage, the man did 2 major offenses that make marriage not to hold anymore. Number 1, he cheated. Number 2, he abusively hurt the girl, that he was charged a felony. So does she have to wait for her to be killed before she knows that she's not supposed to be there? Guess what? The man, I don't think the man ever repented of cheating on. He didn't even regret of cheating on her, because he have his reasons. And his reason is still what the woman is suffering from today. I just received this letter. So it's something that is going on right now. I'm not talking about something that happened 5 years ago. No, I'm talking about reality right now. Right now. Guys, tell me something. You guys should talk, because yes, Donna said most pastors will ask their wife to remain in marriage and work things out. Oh dear. Me, I'm not in that group. I'm not in that group. No way. What kind of it's ignorance? Is ignorance really? Yeah, it's ignorance. The things you don't know can never be yours. That's the reality. You cannot enjoy the things you don't know. Antonia says, I think he knows he needs real counseling. Yes, it's part of the suggestion I will give to them. They should consult. a marriage counselor. But I don't think the man is ready for it. And secondly, the woman needs, because, oh, look at the trauma. She had 2 kids. Look at the trauma she's going through. And the man is just busy living his life carelessly. Carelessly. 2 children with so much emotional abuse. So much. I'm even pained just to think about it. I read the story for you guys. If you want me to read it again, just let me know. I'll read it again. If you are just joining us, you didn't hear the story, you want us to read it again, that's why I'm here. I'm here for you guys. So I'll read it again. Just let me know. All right. Now, Jenna says, why did she stay that long after all the abuse and unacceptable? Yes, it's unacceptable. She stays there after a long time. I told you the reason now. The reason is the pastor of their church and the church leader said she should not leave. The father and mother said she should not leave, including the father and mother of the boy. I just read it to you on the story. I'll read it again now. Maybe I'll read it again if you guys want me to read it. That is the reason. So she had to be there for 7 years because she cried out from the beginning. After that incident of the 6 months when he cheated, and then with a lot of fights, and at the end of the day, he was charged felony, abuse, terrible abuse. They fought in a way that the man was charged felony. So imagine that kind of two major offense. One was that he cheated on his wife. They just gave birth. He just had a child, and he went to go and do another thing with do something with another woman, and the woman knew. And then fight broke out. Then they have been fighting. All this while they have been fighting, and then he was not charged felony. Yes, let me read your comments. Let me continue. Let me see your comment. Yes, Jenna said, counseling may not even be enough. He may have a reissue deep inward. Okay, let's address, because we talked about he having an addiction. He has an addiction, a porn addiction. He's addicted to porn, so he can stay on the computer or using his phone and be watching people having that thing, and he's just there for weeks. It was just a day and all that. He doesn't even care whether the wife exists or not. Okay. Jenna said, please read it again. I missed that part. Okay, I'll read it again. Just give me a minute. Let me look at the comments coming in, and I'll read it again. Sorry, man, you're welcome. Thank you for coming. You're welcome. Good evening to you. Sorry, man, you're welcome. And then Antonia says, after the cheating and abuses, she still stayed there and gave birth to a second child. Yes, that's what happened. Because the pastor of their church, of her church, said she should stay. Remember the former church. Now, this is what happened. After the pastor of our church said she should stay, later on, they have to leave the church. She have to leave the church. She denounced the church. And then, because she denounced the church doesn't have anything to do with them anymore now. So the new church that they are now on is where she's trying to settle in to get help. Now, look at this. Artuna said, after she cheated and abuse, she still stayed there and gave birth to a second child. She really needs counseling as she is emotionally damaged. Okay. Now, Connor said, some women stay because they decide in their mind there is nowhere to go. Nowhere to go? I think we should look at that deep. What do you mean nowhere to go? As in no other man to marry? Is he? There's so much involved in it, isn't it? I understand that kind of situation. Yes, Jenna said, good evening, sis. All right, that's used greeting. All right, yes. Connor said, I am at work and we leave soon, but new to you, your family, and excited to see more videos ads. Thank you, Connors. Yes, you will have more. Just go to our family aspect channel. Check the playlist. There's a lot of video there you can play. We have over 100 videos right now on that channel that you can watch. Over 100 videos. All right. Let me look at this. Jenna said, with hope of changing them. Really? With hope of changing them? So they stay in the marriage for that long with the hope of changing it? Okay. How are you going to change it without knowledge? The man is not even willing to know. He's not even willing to make a change, to make things happen. Okay. That is because she doesn't, Antonia said, that is because she doesn't know any better. That's what I thought. Okay. Now I'm going to read the question again one more time. And then when I'm reading it this time, I want you to prepare your own suggestion to this. I want you to look at the points. All right. Look at the things that the man did and what you think analytically. I want you to think analytically. Don't be emotional about this now. I want you to put your emotion aside and think critically. All right. I want to engage everybody here on critical thinking. All right. I want us to think critically on this situation. Yes, there's room to allow your religiosity to play. I understand that if you have some scriptural references, you think that, oh, this is Bible, let's do it. I'm here. Okay. Now, yes. Connor says, seriously, I have spoken to so many women who decide because they are not confident and not empowered. Wow. Maybe we should start a program on women empowerment on this channel. Well, I think I should start a section on women empowerment where maybe once in a week or so, we'll be talking about empowering the women and how to be empowered as a woman. I mean, we can't allow people to suffer like this. Really, I'm touched to see this happen. When I got the email, I was shaking. I thought, I read it. I said, what is this? What is this? What kind of family is this? What is this? Yes. Connor says women need to wake up and reject abuse. Definitely, absolutely. That is a good idea, Pastor. Which one? That we should have a women empowerment program? Awesome. If you think so, leave it on the comment section. If you say we should have a women empowerment program in addition to this, we will do it. We are here for the people. We are here for you guys. So let us know if there are people who be interested in the women empowerment program to be able to help women be empowered and educated and strong, informed. That's what I'm really, because I've seen a lot of women suffer in the hand of so proud men. Some of them are ignorant anyway, but a lot of them are full of pride. And that's why I'm standing, to speak up like this. Yes. Connor said we cannot change our spouses. Exactly. We know by Jesus, some divorces are necessary. My opinion entirely. Okay. Yes. Sometimes that is a good idea, Pastor. Okay, I've already read that. And now, Antonia says, maybe afraid of the unknown as she has been well dealt with. Oh, dear. That's what I want. I don't like to hear. Well dealt with. Why? Okay, let me read the question again. Let me read the story again to you guys. And I want you to pay attention to this one more time. I'm going to read it one more time. And then we're going to give a conclusive advice. All right? So that those who are going to watch this video will have something to learn from. All right? So I want you to note this. It's very important. I need you all now, please, to put on critical thinking cap. All right? We need to think through the lines as we read. Are we ready? So let's get to read the story again, because this is very important that we pay attention to the story. All right. We got married young. I got pregnant, and he cheated on me when our baby was a month old, a total of 6 months. He said seeing me give birth was gross, and it made him not want to have sex with me. During that time, we were fighting a lot, and he physically abused me and got arrested with a felony charge. Our religion advised me advised me to stay with him, as did our parents, and on both sides. So the both parents asked her to stay. Now, we have been married for 7 years now, and we have two kids, 2 children. Our sex life is basically me asking enough time that he basically appease me. She's begging for sex. He said he never willingly give during sex. It's always about him getting off. If I want more, I have to ask several times to be appeased. I don't think he has ever once willingly offered it up. Anyway, the other night, he got aroused while we were watching a movie with a sex scene. And it basically came out that he is not interested or attracted to me. I got it. I'm not attractive. That is the truth. I've come to terms with it. I told him that there is absolutely no reason for us to be married at this point. He will not leave. Even though it will be much easier for him to leave since I am the main caregiver of our children. The problem is, I'm not set up to be able to leave. In addition not to leaving, he cried tears to say he didn't want me to leave either. We have zero family support. In fact, we were disowned because we changed religion. So I don't think I can leave. I think my only option, now I want you to notice, she said she can't think she can leave the marriage. I think my only option is to stay and distance my emotion from the situation and set. Did you notice what she said? My only option is to stay and distance my emotions from the situation and set myself up for the future. But that is not true. You have many other options, sister. You have many other options. You have many other options. The kicker of the whole situation is that before this situation came up, I have been exercising and eating healthy, and I have been losing weight and getting into good shape. And he absolutely hates me going to the gym and makes comments about it. But I would think that he would be so happy that I was going to be looking better. Almost forgot to mention that he did have a several porn addiction before we got married. Okay, that's another thing. You knew that and you still got married to this man. That shows lack of knowledge, ignorance gone rampage. How could you know a man who has such a porn addiction and you think you will marry him and change him? Okay, let's read on. Then she says, we changed from Jehovah's Witness to a non-denominational Christian. Now remember, this guy is a Christian. This husband is a Christian just as well as the wife is. They changed. Both of them moved away from Jehovah's Witness to a non-denominational Christian. And I have acne scars. I'm about 20 pounds overweight. I have a face that is not symmetrical. I realize that I am not attractive. I am not saying it for pity. It's just a fact that I do recognize. My husband is better looking than I am, but he has huge weight fluctuation also. So this guy is a big guy. This guy is another big guy. So he says, please advise. This is where we are at. Now, before we move on, remember she says, my face is like the symmetrical. Do you know what it's like to have a symmetrical face? Do you know what it's like, guys, to have a symmetrical face? Let me show you one. Let me show you a picture of how a symmetrical face look like. Here's one. The one on the face on the right, you're looking at it, it maybe should be on your left, depending on what you're looking at. Okay, the one on your right is the more likely called symmetrical look. That face is called symmetrical face. She says she looks much like this. So she says she know, and in addition with acne scars. That's why you have on our banner, you have this lady here with the cycle on it and acne scars there on the banner. The reason we put that there is because she says so. So this is exactly her situation. All right, come back here. What do you say? My. Guys, because right now, we need to give something that she can use and what other people can use. First of all, I want to listen to you guys, and then I will also say my own side of the story, even though I've been saying some of the things already. All right. So what do you guys think? Let me read your comments. Well, Connor says self-empowerment because men are abused too, but ego won't let them speak. Ego, pride. It's time to pick up whatever is left of herself and get recovery and get hello consistence or consistence. Consistence. Should I say consistence? You're welcome. I'm glad to see you. All right, let's look at it. Trisha says, okay. Now, Trisha, I want you to say something, though, because this is unique. Isn't there's a lot to say? I thought so, because for me, I said, wow, how am I going to answer this lady? And secondly, she need to know the truth. You see, she need to know the truth. It's only the truth that will set her free. Freedom is accessible to those who know the truth. Until you are aware, you are revealed the truth, you will not be free. Freedom doesn't come to those who doesn't know the truth. No, because knowledge is the key to happiness, the key to successful marriage, successful home. Knowledge is the key, guys. Knowledge is the key. I always say this. Knowledge is the key. That's one of the driving force for me to start this channel. Knowledge is the key. There's so much to share with you guys. Knowledge is the key. All right, let's look at some other. Antonio say, I'm not sure why a lot of women like to suffer unnecessarily and making irrelevant excuses. My goodness. Yes, Jenna says she's not thinking about her children. Why stay after all? But she is. She's the one taking care of them. But she already explained, according to the information, that first of all, she has been disowned. They have been disowned by the parents, I believe, and also because she said she's not receiving any child support, no children support. You may say, okay, why don't you contact the government? Well, in reality, I thought of so. She should ask for help from the government. But child benefit, I don't think the child benefit is even helping. And now the church have also disowned them. The church disowned them, brothers and sisters. The church also disowned these people. So how do we say, dear. Guys, please. I don't want to be emotional. Let me calm down. I'm getting too emotional now. I am the one that say you guys should not be emotional about this. Me, I'm not violating it. Let's put up our critical thinking cap, all right? Okay. Christian says, can you please drop the link? So, yes, please. Yes, I will do that. If you want to comment, you want to talk about it, please, I'm dropping the link right now for you to come in and share with us right now, all right? Because this thing is tough. I believe there's a lot of you who have a lot to say. So, I want to drop the link right now and for your comments. So, I'll put the link up so that you'll be able to join us right now. The link is up, it's pasted, and then you can click on that link, and that will be it. You'll be able to join us on the platform and share with us amazing truth. Because at this time, I need to connect to my earphone. Sorry. So guys, get on it. Let me read your comment. Before we this is a serious matter. Yes, the link is up already. You can see this link on the comment section, guys. This link is on the comment section. You can click it and then it will bring you up on the stage. I want to hear your voice. Women, we need you to talk. We need you to talk because I'm here to empower you guys. Some guys will be very angry with me. Guess what, guys? Let me tell you, the huge number of people that listen to me are men. Don't be surprised. I've checked my analytics, and it shows me that a lot of men are watching me. In fact, 70% of men are following me and they watch my videos. So they are just quiet on the background. Don't be deceived, all right? So these guys are there. All right, let me read your comments quickly. Osareme says, reality is women stay in abusive relationship for many different reasons. Please, we want you to tell us how many of these reasons, because this woman has some reasons of staying. Did you notice? She says she doesn't think that she can leave the marriage because she had received several counsel for her to leave. She doesn't think she can leave. She said she'd rather distance herself emotionally from the situation and just live as though they are just there. Nothing happened. So they are no more husband and wife. Emotionally, they are disconnected. Can you imagine? But you are living in the same house, but emotionally, you are not there. It's like the man doesn't exist to you. How can you survive that? And you are raising 2 kids in that same environment? My goodness. No wonder we're having toxic relationship increasing every blessed week and day and month. Because children that are being raised in toxic environment, domestic abuse environment, emotional abuse environment, no love, no care. Let me read your comments. There are other supports in the community if she really wants to leave. That's the problem. The police already got involved. Remember, the husband is already charged felony. So they are aware about the situation. I believe they are. But she wouldn't leave. Antenna says, but those children are getting damaged, as well as with her decision to stay and letting those child. Yeah. Then Rosemary said, financial independence is a big issue. Okay, probably that should be it. Probably it's because of financial needs. She cannot leave. Huh. Then Antonio said, those children are getting damages. I've already read that. Janice said, so she can. Okay, Trisha King, I can see you. Just give me a minute. Let me finish. Trisha King, sorry. Give me a minute. Let me finish reading this comment and then we'll get you on. Oh, she left. Oh, dear. Trisha King, sorry. Come back on. I was just carried away with the comments. All right, she can into women's refugees. Contact the police firstly. Yes, the police has already been contacted. Trisha, please come back on, please. I was just carried away with these comments, and my mind is just working on it. Consistent place says, host, can you briefly give me a gist of the story so I can be on the same page? Okay. Hold on, I will repeat that story in a minute. Jenna said that's more damaging. Leave. Okay. Pretending all is well. Then Osareme said, this is why we should. Oh, Trisha, welcome back. This is why we should teach our children. All right. And give good example. If I did not see my father abuse my mother, why should I allow a man abuse me? Well done. All right, Trisha King, you're welcome. Oh my God, look at how gorgeous you look. You are. Can you hear me?
No.
Oh.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me? Okay. Guys,
can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can, but I think I'm getting an echo.
Guys,
can you hear me?
Okay, yeah, I think they can hear you too. Just a minute.
Yes, I can.
If you can hear Trisha King, please just say you can hear her, so that we know how to rectify the problem. Just a minute.
Yes, I can.
If you can hear Trisha King. Okay.
I can hear you clearly. I don't know if you can hear me.
Go ahead.
Okay, so good evening, everyone. Thank you, host, for having me once again.
You're welcome.
Thank you. So I'm just making dinner, so I'll be very quick. So basically, whilst you were reading the story, I was just making my notes. That's why I said I have a lot to say, but I'm just going to keep it very short and concise. So let me see here. Oh, yeah. Sorry, I've done something. What did I do?
But we still have you on the screen. We still have you. So you are still here. We see you. Tell us.
Sorry, 1 second. Okay,
Okay.
so first things first, I know that
Yes.
she made a mistake by going to that marriage, having known that the husband was into pornography. All
Hmm.
right. So we're not going to cry over spilled milk right now. We're just going to find a solution
Yeah.
because it's happened. Right. So the first thing I have to say about that, about pornography, based on my research, is the fact that once people go into pornography,
Mm.
they then begin to have a mindset. Let me use the men, for example,
Of course.
because I think it's higher for men than women based on statistics,
Okay.
right? So they begin to have a mindset of what a woman's body should look like, okay, based on what they see on the movies and stuff like that. They have a perfect picture. I was discussing this with a friend of mine, and she said she was listening to someone teach about this, and he says that they have a picture of what Esther, the lady was called Esther, what
Mm.
Esther should look like.
Mm.
Esther should have a slim waist. Esther should have the figure eight. Esther should have a very flat tummy,
Mm.
and all of that. So that's the picture that this pornography scenes create for you. Okay. And, and once they have that picture, they never get satisfied.
Mm.
So they move on from one woman to another, trying to look for that Esther, and they never find the Esther.
Mm.
Okay. So I think that's what's happened to this gentleman. He's gone into that, I think,
Mm.
and because of that, he has that picture of what he wants his wife to look like. Hence the reason why he thinks that she's unattractive. And remember, from your story, you said that she had a baby. And
Mm.
obviously, any women on the chat here can testify that sometimes, not all women, most women lose that figure after they have a baby. Okay. The tummy, and all that good stuff turns out to be something else. And
Wow.
then obviously some of us have to consciously work on our bodies. And whilst
Mm.
some others just have it naturally,
Mm.
it doesn't go anywhere, it remains the same. Okay.
Mm.
Sorry, I'm going through step by step. Yeah,
Go on.
because,
Yeah, go on.
because I know we can sit here and backlash and all that, but we need to think critically.
Exactly.
Okay. Yeah, critical thinking here. So
Yeah.
I think that's what's happened. I don't know how she looks like before she got married. I don't know the story, but from what you said, from the story, I feel like maybe she might have had a perfect body before, she then had the baby and things changed. And
Mm.
for the fact that he was already into pornography, then
Mm.
he was thinking, oh my God, what happened to the Esther? So yeah, that's for that one. So the thing that I think right now is that has he acknowledged that he needs help? Because he needs help. We all know that he needs help, because once that, I know a friend that's going through the same thing. Once a man goes into, not just a man or a woman or anybody goes into pornography, it's a psychological thing, it's a mental thing, it takes over their whole being.
Everything.
So there's nothing. I mean, even if you take him to a pastor, that will not change things. He needs to sit by himself and say, right, I know I'm hooked. I'm addicted to this. It's like drugs. I'm
Mm.
addicted to this and I need a change. Until he decides to have a change, nothing will. We can sit here all night and talk about it. Nothing will change. Okay.
Mm.
So first things, we have to establish whether or not he's agreed to. If he hasn't agreed to take that step in his life, I think that I might be very harsh, but I might think that she might have to take a walk.
Mm.
That's that one. Number two, I wrote it down, but I don't want to keep flicking around the screen. Number two, she did say from your story that she's been doing something about it. Okay, she's been going to the gym. She's been trying to, get into shape. And every time she goes to the gym, he tries to stop her.
Discourage her.
So that kind of discouraged her. So that kind of got me thinking, what is the problem? Is it that he's thinking that you can never be like the Esther no matter how much you try?
Yeah.
Or, so he feels like it now feels like a mockery. Okay. And also she has also accepted that she's not beautiful, because she said, I've got the asymmetrical face. So already she's put herself down. So she needs to work on herself. She needs to stand up and look at the mirror and say, you know what? I am beautiful. I may not look the way I want to look right now, but I'm heading towards that. And I think she can achieve that. It's just critical thinking. This is not a matter of pastors and no pastors. Critical thinking. And then you also said that even when she wanted to leave, the man would not let her leave, and he would not leave as well. That got me also thinking. That makes me think that, do you know what I think? I might be wrong, but that makes me think that there is still love somewhere, somewhere. But it's just the physical, the surrounding circumstances. That's just the problem. I think he still loves his wife. And I think that his wife still loves him. But what we can see, the physical attraction, like she said, is no longer there. And to be honest, in a marriage, there has to be that thing. There has to be that connection. However you're going to do it, for it to work, you just have to do it. Okay? So I know everybody, I'm thinking from a different perspective. I know everybody say this and that. I know that there is no reason why a man should cheat on his wife. I'm not a custodian to that. So if I would sit here today, I would say she needs a break. She needs a break from that relationship. I'm not saying a divorce, but I think she needs to go away, work on herself. He needs to go away, work on himself. And if they decide to come back together, then we'll start talking.
Awesome. Amazing. Awesome. And before you leave, please, there's another aspect I want you to talk on, because the man's reason of being emotionally detached, because the man is emotionally detached.
Yes.
It is what he saw after the woman gave birth at the labor room. He said, since he has not recovered. So how do you address that situation? How can he be helped in that? Because the man doesn't even think he needs help. I don't think so.
Yeah. So I want to understand, what did he see at the labor room? Is it the fact that he saw the birth, the birth scenario?
Exactly. Exactly.
Okay.
The birth scenario. Yeah.
Okay. I don't know. I really don't know how we can help him in that regard. But I mean, many men, you had to go through it. My husband had to go through it. A lot of men have to go through it. So what's the problem with his special scenario, which is what I don't understand. So I just feel like he needs help. He needs some kind of mentor, because you don't know, maybe people go through mental health issues. You know what's happening? People have bipolar and they don't even know they have it.
Yes.
And bipolar is a mental condition.
Yes.
So I really don't know how to advise on that, because I really need to establish what was that he saw that put him off. Do you understand? He just saw a woman giving birth, and then that makes him feel unattractive to her.
Terrible. So yes, tell me.
It's difficult for me to establish. If I can speak to him on a one-to-one basis, then I'm not a psychologist or anything like that. But then maybe I may be able to understand what is it you saw that's putting you off, because a lot of men have seen it, and some men have had 4 kids with their wives. Some men have had even more, and they're still there. So if you were telling me that it's the body change, like I said earlier, that's the problem, then I can say, okay, woman, go work on your body, because it can be achieved. But if it's just that the fact that he saw the whole birth scenario and that's put him off, then I really don't know how to. He might need to seek the help of a medical practitioner to help him.
Awesome. Awesome. I think in addition to that, she needs the help from a sexologist.
Yes.
Because that's the only help you need. You need help from a sexologist to be able to explain what happened after birth, what happened to a woman after birth, and then how the whole thing recuperates itself and all of that. He needs to know, because the idea is still saying that, oh my goodness, that is really, and then he's gone. When he thinks about it, he's gone. The mind disconnects emotionally, so he doesn't want to function anymore. You get it?
Because you mentioned there that they were watching a movie one night.
Then he got aroused.
And then afterwards, so it's something happened. I'm not going to put it down to spirituality. Something happened. So I still think that he doesn't find her body attractive, because he feels like you know, you no longer look, maybe I don't know how she looks, maybe, you know. So, and then like I said, this thing about pornography gives you the mindset of how that person should look. For a woman, she wants to see the six pack. She wants to see the six pack in a man, like, and she wants to see the broad shoulders. She wants to see him, you know, tall, dark, and handsome. And for the man, he wants to see the curves. So if you don't have those things, then for a man that's addicted to pornography, or a woman that's addicted to pornography, once you don't have those qualities, you're not the Esther. I don't know what to call the man, but you're not the Esther, and he will never find it. Because tell me, most of the people you see on TV, you know, most of them have gone through surgery and all of that to get that body. You know, unless you really work hard, you do 24 hours a day working on your body, you can never, especially when you've got kids, it's hard. So you might just have to get help somehow. But I still feel like there's love somewhere, because if you're not letting go and he's not letting go, then that means there is love somewhere, but we just need to establish what the problem is and work on it.
Okay, thank you very much. We have already established what the problem is. She told us what the problem is. The only scenario is she wants to distance herself emotionally because she knows the man cannot change. He doesn't want to change the man. The man has made up his mind to stay addicted to pornography. That has caused a lot of fight, a lot of quarrel.
So then she wants to stay there. She still wants to stay in that environment.
Exactly. She's saying she can't leave because she's the only one that can take care of the kids. And she wants to do it while she's still there. But right now, the only prayer, she needs prayer. She also needs advice, not for us to tell her to leave, but something else that she can do. You get it? So that's
herself. She can stay if she wants to. She can stay there and just distance herself. But I would not suggest that you distance yourself and still not work on yourself. You still need to work on yourself. And let's see, you know, you can't just, because if you distance yourself and just stay there and stay for the children, you end up getting depressed because you've got emotions, for crying out loud. You end up getting depressed, and that will even make you even uglier and older. So why don't you just in the process of distancing yourself, still work on yourself, you know, get out there, see what you can do, you know, seek help, so that he'll come back and say, oh my God, what's happening to you? You've changed. But if you stay there and just become a baby mama and just do nothing, then it's even going to get worse. And then you don't want, I've got a friend that lost her life in the process. You don't want to lose your life in the process, because you might think that you're not thinking, but you're thinking.
Wow. Now, there is a book I read many years ago before I ever thought of getting married. Actually, I was not planning to settle down. Many years ago, that would be 2001. I read that book 2001, and it's titled Everyday Woman. I read it long ago. That book explained to me how women change in shape and sizes after birth. It prepared my mentality before then. So when I see things like that today, I just understand that book helped my mentality. So in reality, this guy is not free from that thought until he knows. You see, there's so much to learn when it comes to the human body, the physical body. And when it comes to a man and a woman, who is Christiana Johnston, you're welcome to our channel. Thank you for the comment. Christiana Johnson, you're welcome. Now, I'm amazed how people will go into a relationship and not prepare for it. They go to school to learn to become a lawyer, become a doctor. They spend thousands of money. And again, at the end of the day, that career is short-lived. But you want to get married to someone for the rest of your life. You don't want to know anything. You think that 2 weeks marriage counseling is going to be enough. You see what we're doing to ourselves? So it's very hurting to see women go through this thing, because a lot of them I see is out of ignorance. Many of them don't really know. Okay, imagine you deliberately know that this man is a pornography addict, a porn addict. You knew. before you got married, you still went ahead and put your hand and say, give me ring. Think now. I mean, guys, ladies, you are here. Guys, you think. No, if you want to make your comments in, please, you're free to join us on this group. This chat forum can take up to 7, 10, 8 persons. So, guys, let's come and debate this thing and help this woman out, because we need you guys to come in here, because I don't want only my head to just be popping out this idea. So, I've already posted the link on the description below. So, I want you guys to please come in here if you have something to say. Yes. Consistent Place was asking for us to do a recap of the video, do a recap. Yeah, so we're going to do a recap of the what do you call it, of the story to you, and everyone listen to this. All right, I'm going to read the story again, then I'll give you opportunity to please, I want you guys to help me out, help me and Trisha here to help this woman and many other women out there who will be going through this. And in addition to that, Trisha just says, don't stop working on your body. Now, you see, the man was discouraging her in many cases. She has been discouraged. But you shouldn't stop, because you know what your problem is. For instance, now, you have acne scars. Acne scars on your face can be cleared. There are many, many things that can be. Please, ladies, what do you suggest for the acne scar that she had? Because she has it. Can she use something to clear it off? Is there anything that she can use? You guys know any of the things that she can use to clear the acne scars off, because she has it? All right, and she yes.
Talking about acne scars, like you see here on YouTube, there are tons and tons of videos. There are tons and tons of information online there. So I mean, I really don't want to go into so much detail, but it's out there. It's out there for you. Don't stay and cry over spilled milk. Pick up yourself and say, you know what, I can do this. I can. There are lots of information out there. If you go to YouTube and type in right now, oh, my son is here.
Yes, that's all right.
Remedy for acne scars. You will see thousands of videos, and just start working on yourself. I mean, as a woman, you need to look a certain way. It mustn't be 100%. Don't I look good the way I am right now?
King, Donald King is doing something better there.
I'm not saying I'm 100%, but you just cannot stop. You can't stop. So go out there and just say to yourself, I can do this, and give yourself, set a time frame and say, within 6 months, this acne scars will be gone, and work on it, and it will go.
I'm really excited about what you said, because you see, there are a lot of women who just thought that there is no hope. They've tried and they give up. They are flexible to just say, I'm tired. They just, once you just encourage them not to. Oh, God said, now my money. This man will not kill me with laughter. You're blessed, man. You're blessed. All right, Trisha King, thank you so much. Look at what they said. They said, Trisha King, do you say you were cooking? You look like you just came back from the office, ma'am.
No, actually, I made a video. I made a video today, so that's why I'm looking like this.
Yes, that's to remind you guys. Listen, Trisha King has a very amazing, powerful, inspiring channel. That's why she's here also to always support me, because she knows that we are helping a lot of people around the world. So please visit our channel. Just type in Trisha King from Google on your phone. Just type Trisha King. It will take you to Google, take you to YouTube, take you to wherever she's online. She's everywhere. Okay, guys, thank you so much for joining. Now, listen, let me read the story to you guys. I got a private test here. Yes, just hold on. Yes.
I think I'll go down and be in the.
Okay, thank you so much, Trisha King. Thank you. I really appreciate it.
So I can go and serve dinner before Donald comes to take me out from here.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. If you have something more to say, please, your comments is welcome. Thank you very much.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. Thank you. Okay. Now, if any of you down there want to give another comment, you want to come in here and share with us. You don't want to show your face, that's fine. You can turn off the video and just show your, we can hear you talk, okay? We just need to hear your voice. We need somebody to speak to us. We need you to say something. concerning this situation. All right. So let me put this away and then let me read the story to you again. For those of you that are just coming, this is the story. Just a minute. If you're just coming in, I want to read the story to you again, and then we will not do a recap on it. All right. So for those of you just coming in, thank you for joining us, for being patient with us. Now, for the sake of Christiana Johnston and other people, Rosemary Bassi, you're welcome. Thank you. I was actually planning to call you today. Rosemary Bassi, thank you for coming. And please hit the like button. I want to see 10 likes, a minimum of 10 likes on the video, please. Guys, hit the like button, hit the like button. If you're watching, you've been here with us, please hit the like button and let's share this video as well. Now, let me read the story back on to you. And this is a story. Now, it says, we got married. Now, when I got this story, the first thing that got my attention was the title. She said, my husband admits he doesn't find me attractive anymore. Then she began to give me the details of the whole thing. So she said, we got married young. I got pregnant. He cheated on me when our baby was a month old, a total of 6 months put together. He said, seeing me give birth was gross. It made him not want to have sex with me. During that time, we were fighting a lot, and we physically abused me and got arrested with a felony charge. Our religion advised me to stay with him, as did our parents on both sides. We have been married for 7 years now, and we have 2 children. Our sex life is basically asking me asking enough time that he basically appease me. So she's begging for sex. He never willingly gives during sex. It's always about him getting off. If I want more, I have to ask several times to be appeased. I don't think he has ever once willingly offered it up. Anyway, the other night, he got aroused while we were watching a movie with a sex scene on it. It basically came out that he is not attracted to me. I got it. I'm not attractive. That is the truth. I've come to terms with it. I told him that there is absolutely no reason for us to be married at this point. He will not leave, even though it would be much easier for him to leave, since I am the main caregiver of our children. The problem is, I am not set up to be able to leave. In addition to not leaving, he cries to say he don't want me to leave either. We have 0 family support. I want you to notice, we have zero family support. We were disowned because we changed religion. And so I don't think I can leave. I think my only option is to stay and distance my emotions from the situation and set myself up for the future. The kicker of the whole situation is that before this situation came up, I have been exercising, eating healthy, and have been losing weight and getting into shape. And he absolutely hates me going to the gym and makes comments about it. But I would think he would be happy if I was going to be looking better. Almost forgot to mention that he did have a severe porn addiction before we got married. We changed from Jehovah's Witness to a non-denominational Christian. I have acne scars. I'm about 20 pounds overweight. I have a face that is symmetrical. And I realize that I'm not attractive. And I am not saying it for pity. It is just facts that I do realize or recognize. My husband is better looking than I am. But he has had huge weight fluctuation also. Please advise. Please pray for me. I'm just thinking that's the way she's feeling right now. Thanks. Guys, you got it. Even now, as I'm reading it, I'm feeling so emotional about it because it's so touching. Oh God, it's so touching. I mean, we still have people going through things like this after 7 years. Imagine what kind of mindset you will have after living in such a relationship for 7 long years. Oh dear. Well, guys, I thought that I wish I didn't have to read it again now, but now I'm feeling so emotional. Oh, I'm telling you, Rosemary Bass, I'm telling you, that is a lot to unpack. I'm telling you. I don't know when I read it, when I saw the letter, I didn't know where to start from. But I knew there was a problem from the beginning, and she missed it. That's why we teach young people. If you're planning to get married, please go and watch the playlist on our video channel right now. Go and watch after this program. Go and sit down and watch the playlist. Preparing for marriage. You need to know where you are going. Lack of knowledge is putting most of our women in so much trauma today. What do you guys have to say? There's a link here to comment. Please, guys, join me on this. Let's do this. There's a link there. Click on that link. You will join me on this platform to share your thoughts. I want women, please, I want you to share your thoughts. And I need a man also to share his thoughts concerning this behavior. If you stand by me, because right now, I'm not comfortable with that behavior. And no man. Yeah, this is so broken. This is so broken. For me, if I read it, I have to calm down to recuperate, to come back to my senses. I mean, it's terrible. Look at that. Take a look at that. Take a look at. I'm waiting for you guys to tell me. Let's talk to this woman. Let's talk to people. Let's advise them. Put on your critical thinking cap. I thank Trisha King for saying so much. I mean, there's a lot she said there. You have to work on yourself. Don't give up just because the man is complaining and also discouraging you. That's just like listening to the devil say you are not doing anything better. You got to shut him up and say, "Come on, I'm doing something better." And there are so many solutions for your acne problem. There's so many solutions. Thank you, Consistency, for coming. I believe I'm going to get you connected. You're getting connected. The device is not connected yet. Please try connect it, yeah? Try connect it. I can see you coming in here. Rosemary Bassett says she walked into it with her eyes wide open. Emphatically, yes. She walked into it with her eyes pop open. You know. But a self-esteem issue. Okay. You think she also have a self-esteem issue? All right. Self-esteem. Well, come on, share more light on this. Let's share more light on this, guys. Because first of all, we realize emotionally the man is detached already. So she is trying to measure up. CV coach, you're welcome, sir. I have missed a lot. I think you just came in. We've shared a lot of stories. We shared the story. Probably I'll just do a recap for everyone to know. This is a situation. I just read it now. Why I'm doing a recap, please, for those of you who can connect, please join me on this platform and let's share. Trisha King just shared with us what she think. Oh, welcome, Consistence Place. I want to bring you up now. Thank you for coming. Hello.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear. Please shoot. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much. And thank you for letting me in, host. I'm so glad. I really appreciate it. And
you're welcome.
Yeah, I really want to commend you. I found you interesting in Tricia King's live stream the other day. We had a great time there. She had to postpone that. I mean, she had to continue that live stream because we didn't want to go. I mean, these are really sincere things that a lot of couples are going through in our society. And like you said, I heard you said knowledge. What people need is knowledge. This particular case that you just talked about is so devastating. And at this point, Tricia King has already made some very, very crucial points. And what I would like to say is, when I listen to that story, I don't see like the acne is the problem.
Okay.
I don't feel like the weight loss is the problem. It sounds like it's deep. It's problem of the mind, the soul, the psyche. I mean, there is some psychiatric patient going on somewhere, some spiritual problem that will need deliverance because she requested for prayers. I think that's what she needs, because when you even listen to a man saying that he felt like some sort of disgust at the birthing scene, I mean, that's something that is natural, and that's what every married man wants to experience, and it's a sign. It's like a blessing to a home to foster family. And if it instead has to come and devastate a man, that man is sick. He's having the wrong perception of right signals, because I think couples come so close together when the man is able to experience the wife birthing. I mean, that ignites compassion, that ignites gentleness, and empathy, some sort. If it has to come out like destructive to the emotion, then that man needs help. He either needs to see a psychiatrist, he either needs to he either needs spiritual deliverance. Yeah. That's
awesome. What you just said got me thinking, because I'm looking at the scenario right now. This is a man who is just standing there a bit helpless, I believe, because he has had an addiction from birth. I didn't mean from birth. I'm talking about from a teenager, I believe, because they are very young couples. And she said before they got married, this man was already addicted to pornography. Okay, that's number one. Number two, she said, okay, fine. She didn't know that this has been happening, but she knows she has been suffering from emotional detachment for a long time from this man's hand, until this particular event that they were watching a movie together, and one of the scenes of that movie aroused the man, because it was a sexual scene, and then aroused the man to start like, oh, let me try and have something to do with my wife right now. Then in attempt to do that, he just lost it. It didn't catch up. It didn't come up. It's like he was dead. And the woman was wondering, what's wrong with you? I mean, we haven't even had this thing for a long time, and here you are, you're about to do it, and you are passing out, you are not even responding. And the man said, you know what, let me just let you know, I'm no more attracted. You are no more attracted to me. Ever since you gave birth, ever since I saw you gave birth from the hospital, I have lost that attraction. I don't know what to do. Now, this is exactly what led to the emotional detachment. Now, the aspect that he cheated is also there. Remember, 5 months into the marriage, and the 6th one after they gave birth, the man already cheated on the wife, and then became so abusive as well, so that he was charged a felony. So in all of these things, we can find out that there's a lot that she has gone through in trying to put herself in place as a wife, with the couple with the fear that the parents said, don't come home, stay with your husband. And the pastor and the church leader said, don't come home, stay with your husband. Yet they knew that the man was charged with felony. They knew that the man is addicted to porn. They also knew that the man is emotionally detached. Thank you so much, Consistency, for joining us today. Thank you for your contribution. I really appreciate it. I was trying to explain something. I needed to ask you one more question before you went off. Thank you for joining us. Those of you that you're watching, now I'm trying to recap everything that that we'll be talking about, Saints. So let me read your comments quickly before you guys, if you want to join us, like I said, you want to make a comment on this, the link is on the description right here. So if you haven't subscribed to this channel, you're watching us for the first time, hit the subscribe button and then hit the bell notification, because you don't want to miss anything that we're going to be sharing every day. You don't want to miss anything. You see, You want to be update. Now let me read your comment. Rosemary Bassey says she has grown to believe that negativity, that she is not attractive. Yes. You see, that has stuck into her mind. She said, I have come to be with tense with it. In other words, I've come to agree to myself. I have finalized. I have arrived on that I'm not attractive. Can you imagine that? Now she said she need a positive environment to heal for herself and her children, but she doesn't want to leave. She doesn't want to leave. Pastor Civic Coach said, what is attraction? Well, we are okay. The human mind is where all the thoughts of attraction is, and what the man is going through is more than help. Thank God I have a man that supported me here. Hey, this is getting better. I'm feeling better. Okay. Then at Rosemary Bassey, evening. Okay, your greeting. Oh, I have civic coaches here. Give me a minute. Let me read this comment before I call you in. Give me a minute. First of all, I think she needs to spend time with people who will build her up. Yes. I wonder, because it's like she doesn't come out at all. So that's another thing. All right. I think the issue is with the beds. Okay. Good. Let me bring in civic coach, please, to say something. Welcome, sir.
Good evening, everyone. I'm always a regular in this show.
Thank you. Yes, I'm expecting that all the time. Thank you.
You see, this issue that this woman is going through is not strange. It's what is happening in UK as a whole. Wow. Especially among people who have been married in the past. I would say if I go back to 7-8 years back, I'm talking about people who got married in church. You know, and I had a situation where this man was comparing the wife to another person who was a full-time YouTuber, but not knowing that the full-time YouTuber has to prepare. It's just like you're coming on air. You're always ready, but this is not how the woman looks at home. Do you understand? But when she's coming on air, she has to bring in that appearance of a star, or of somebody who is on that lane. And then the man started talking to her. You're not attractive. You're not good. You're not that. And I went there. This is one advice I gave to them. You see, what God did was this. Let me just go to the Bible. What God did was this. He gave Jesus to the church. With all our sins and everything that was laid on Christ, he gave Christ to the church. But this is what I tell them. I'll take them to the book of Ephesians chapter 5. And I'll read it from verse 24. This was what I read yesterday, but let me read it now, and I'll give my own interpretation of this.
Okay.
Ephesians chapter 5, verse 24. I hope we have time. I hope I'm not.
No, go ahead.
Okay. He said,
we have a lot of people here that are listening, and they want to catch the value here. So please.
Okay. He said, therefore, as the church is subject unto Christ, so let the wives be to their own husband in everything. He said, husband, love your wife, even as Christ also loved the church and gave himself for it. Now, he said that he might sanctify and cleanse it. Look at verse 20. He said that he might sanctify and cleanse it with the washing of water by the word, that he might present it to himself a glorious church, not having spot or wrinkle or any such thing, but that it should be holy and without blemish. He says, so ought men to love their wives as their own body. He that loveth his wife loveth himself. In other words, if that man is well, I'm using the word, if he's okay, because I'm talking about someone who is okay. You don't find your wife attractive. You don't find your wife as the person in page 3 or page 4, I don't know, page 6, whatever they call it in that magazine. Carry your wife, wash her up and present her again to yourself, just as Christ washed the church and presented the church back again to himself.
Bam.
So if you look at it that your wife is not attractive enough, take her to the salon, arrange her hair, buy her the clothes, present her back again to yourself. So if you want your wife to wear bikini in the kitchen and be running around the house with bikini, give her bikini, present her back again to yourself. So the main issue is with the man. The man has, this issue that we started discussing came from Trisha King's discussion on Saturday.
Yes.
You see, I said something. I said, the way you make your bed, that's how you lie on it.
Oh yes.
If you tell a woman that she's the best, she will end up being the best. The way you address your children, that's how Trisha King. Okay, it was Nora called us yesterday. We're telling Nora something. I said, when my son shouts on the children, on the younger daughter, my younger daughter, I'll say, come back. I'll say, you don't talk to women like that. When you talk to women, the way you are talking to your sister now, if you don't stop it, that's how you talk to your wife. I say, you don't talk to women like that. Because if you shout too much, the woman will not respect you. So you need to, when she says anything, hold it inside and move on. So that man, where he needs, you see, it's not the woman who needs help. The woman is now belittled. Where the woman will need help now is for her to go to a Bible-believing church where they will show her the finished work of Christ. That's the only thing. But for that man, the pastor, he needs to go and meet the pastor and sincerely open up his mind.
The pastor, they have disowned them. They have this. They
No, but you see, the issue is this. This is where the church should stand for people. You don't disown people. You don't disown people because of what they have done. What did we do to Christ? Pastor, sorry, I don't know if there's a Muslim person here, or
anyone. We have a lot of people here. So what
did we do to Christ? We did so much to Christ to the extent that we spat on him, we whipped him, we took him to the cross. He said, the one who does not know sin, because of us, he became sin, so that we, through his sin on him, might become the righteousness of Christ. He knew nothing. Christ did not do anything for us. Christ would have said, you know what, all of you should go and suffer for what you have done, just as they are doing. That's according to Sharia law. So that man, the church needs to bring him back, restore him back. You see, the thing is this, Trisha King said the woman should start going to the gym. You see, the gym is good, but exercise does not take things that is harbored inside. Exercise is just like you're taking your mind out of that particular point in time. What takes things out of the heart, things that have been inside, is words. And if that man is addicted to pornography, remember I read something yesterday. I said the evil works of darkness. That's what I told the teenagers in church yesterday. I said, avoid the evil works of darkness. The man needs to first of all focus on the word of God. Listen, Pastor, you see, let me tell you something, Pastor. For that man to be addicted to pornography, he needs serious help. Addiction is a very bad spirit. If that man is addicted to pornography, it's just like somebody who is addicted to drinking. And it's just like somebody who is addicted to smoking. It's just like somebody, some people are addicted to not staying in their matrimonial home. They just come home, they walk around the city, come back when the whole house is empty. It's a bad spirit. What that man needs to do is to first of all repent. Because I won't say he should, that because he's born again, he must be in the church. But he needs to repent. He needs to repent and then seek for help.
Let me come in here before you conclude.
Okay.
Now, listen, everyone, guys, listen. When there are a lot of things, right, that we have blamed the devil for, that he is completely innocent of. There's a lot of things that we people, human beings, have blamed the devil for, which he is completely innocent of, or things that we blame him for, which we willingly, out of our own desire, selfishness, have invited these things into our lives. For instance, when you talk about pornography, the thing is birthed by desire. The spirit of pornography will not just come into a man and reside if the man did not invite it in the first place with his desire. So it's not the spirit actually is the problem that came. It is him who desired that thing to come. So we need to be very careful how our desire is being groomed, the way we allow ourselves to want certain things. So I believe he got himself into being dominated, just the same way he got himself being dominated by this same spirit that we are calling wicked spirit now. Like a consistency place says, pornography is a wicked, evil spirit, and when it get hold of you, it damages your personality, and that man needs Jesus and the woman needs help. I understand all of that. That's not a problem. But in reality, Jesus was there already before this pornography thing came in. Remember, they are Christians. All right. Hold on, sir. Okay. Jesus is still there when the man also continued. So it means that this man allowed his desire to attract that evil into his life and stay. Just the way he allowed his desire to attract that evil into his life and stay, the same thing, he can also make that evil desire to go, and then the same evil will leave if the desire goes. I know it's going to be complex, but that's the way it is. Please tell me.
You know what, sir? Now, the best advice that can be given to that man is we shouldn't flog him at all. just as consistent place said now, the thing is this, the thing that man has been feeding into his spirit is what has taken a hold of him now.
He attracted them.
That's why I said in the first place, I said attraction does not come with just the eyes. It comes from inside. I remember my aunties in the village. They tie the wrapper, exposing the breast outside. And that's how they go everywhere. But their husband will still take them as the mother of the children. Because attraction does not come with just the eyes. It comes from inside. That's the way I see it. So the man needs help. And the woman needs serious help. Gym will help the woman, but it's going to help, because by the time she's done with the gym, she will come back again to the same place. So she needs to get into a place where she can begin to use her mouth to orchestrate her life the way it should be. This thing that is happening to this woman can destroy not just the woman, it will destroy the family, the children, and generations to come. It will destroy them. Yeah. So the thing needs to be handled very well. It's not. This is not. The man needs psychological help. The woman needs psychological help. But more than that, they need spiritual help. They need somebody that will put them down and talk to them.
Awesome. So they need spiritual help. And one of the reasons they came to us is one, first, they need she need that advice. And then she said she asked for prayers. She also need prayers as well. So everyone here, you can pray. Please pray for this woman. Pray for the husband as well, so that there will be relief and there will be a solution, because there is actually, Jesus didn't say, if you pray, you shall be set free. He said, if you know the truth, it is the truth that will set you free. So prayer is good. Prayer is good, but we can pray less if we know more. Oh boy. Okay.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. I really appreciate you for your comment. All right, guys. Thank you. What do you have to say? The link is on the description below. You want to have a comment to make? Oh, come on. I have a lot of intelligent people here. Everyone here is powerful and intelligent. Please, guys, come on and share your thoughts, and let's share with this woman and this man, especially those who will be watching this video later today, and they want to know exactly how this situation can be handled, because this can happen to anybody. It doesn't matter how holy you get. If you are not protective of information, If you don't have the truth, if you don't know the truth, these things will go. It can happen to anybody. It can happen to anybody. Yes. Antonia says we need, the man need to be willing to get help. Yes, that most men don't want to get help. That's another problem. They are too proud to get help. I don't know. You see, that's the beginning of failure. Pride. You fail in different things because you don't want to get help, and it's not fair. You got to get help. Please get help. If you are in that situation, guys, please get help. I encourage you to get help, because you need to be liberated from that which holds you bound. And again, we have consistently says, host, how would you explain that the birthing sin has damaged someone's emotion? Is it not at human level? It is a spiritual problem, really. Okay, consistency, please. Thank you. I like that. I like the way you think. It's a spiritual problem. It's a spiritual issue. Okay, I agree with you. Mostly, it could, yes, spiritual. When you listen, guys, when we talk about spirituality, it has not, in most cases, 100%, 80% of the situation has nothing to do with the devil. Spirituality begins by, okay, how do you define spirituality or define spirits? Something that you do not see, something that is not obvious to the optical eyes. That's called spirit, invisible. Pornography desire is a spirit thing, is a spiritual thing, is invisible. People don't see it until you act it. The thing goes in your mind. It becomes visible in the person's mind. You get it now? Now, when he saw that birthing, a lot of things went wrong because his mind couldn't get rid of those thoughts. And then began to process it. He was the one doing the thinking. And then now until he finally lost appetite for the whole thing. So the process of that thought didn't just come all of a sudden and stay. It's something that he groomed. He sat down for several hours to think about what he just saw in the labor room. And then he considered those spiritual thoughts, those thoughts that you could not see, those thoughts that came to him. He considered it. And then he started acting on them and making decisions over them. That was his making. It's not the devil's making. You may say, well, the devil suggested it. Then why did he listen? You can choose not to listen. You can say, get thee behind me, Satan. I love my wife and I did this. You can talk about it. It's a choice. Nobody is the devil doesn't force himself on anybody. Let's not just over spiritualize everything. All right? We have to put up our critical thinking cap on these things as well. Let's think critically about this. All right? Not everything is the devil. So we spiritualize everything as though it's the devil is always. Let me read. Yes, Civico says the man needs to be submissive so he gets the help he needs. He needs to be submissive so yes, it's very important. Teacher says we will pray, but they must keep working on themselves. Exactly. There is so much work to be done. They have to do their thing themselves. They have to work on themselves in that matter. They have to work on themselves. And Civico says, we have all seen our wives give birth. That made us closer and love her more. Yes, you see, it works for some men, but like we just saw that it doesn't work for all men. That is not working for all men. It says, when you see your wife give birth, you will never hurt her. Honestly, yes, for some men. All these things has to do with the maturity, the state of the maturity of the mind. Understand this. It has to do with the maturity of the mind. That's why I did a series on how to know a mature man to get married to. For those of you ladies, you need to go and watch that series. I did episode 1 to 7. How to know a mature man. You need to know who is the man who is mature. because you need to marry a mature man. Not just any man, but you need a mature man in your life as a husband, as a friend. You need a mature man. A grown-up man is not a mature man. Not all grown-up men are mature men. Not all men that wear trousers are mature men. Not all men that have financial enablement or all these beautiful houses, not all of them are mature. Maturity has nothing to do with possession. It's about the state of the growth that you accomplish. It is about progress learning, increased learning, the ability to learn, the willingness to submit yourself to educate, to inform yourself, to become valuable, to become important, to become content oriented, information oriented. It's very important. The desire to liberate yourself, the desire to be free. And guess what? You can't be free without knowledge. You shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. Let me read your comments. See, because in that room, their life is between this life and God's hands. Yes, I agree with you so well. But many men don't have that thinking. Now it says, Osareme says, if he was processing it, shouldn't he have loved his wife more like normal men do? Okay, I get you now. He's not normal. Seeing a woman bear your child. Okay, now I get you now. He's not normal. Okay, he's normal. We just need to help him. The normalcy may not be what we call normal, all right? His own level of normalcy work for him differently, and we can see the result. That's why we need to help him change it, because that idea of his own normalcy is not what is normal. All right, it's actually on the other side of the coin. It's abnormal, but we need to help him. Like you said, yes, the state of maturity matters. That's what I'm talking about. You can't have that if you don't have a mature man in your life. It's going to be a problem. You need a man who is mature. Host, when you talk of critical thinking, since we start critical thinking here, I have no heard of any proposed solution, except from the fact that he needs deliverance. Okay, we didn't say, not everybody said he needs deliverance. The first thing is the man himself. Let me explain something to you. All right, the man, if you have been listening to me, I've been saying that knowledge is the freedom he needs. He needs to be freed because he is in bondage by what he doesn't know. He doesn't know the impact of what he's doing to himself, right? Imagine someone who has been addicted to pornography for over 20 years. Over 20 years. Because he got into it before they got married. And they're already 7 years into it. The woman say he's already addicted to it before they got married. Obviously, he doesn't know what happens in the process of doing that. He doesn't know what problem he may cause, that thing may cause. But already he's beginning to enjoy the problem or experience it. He's destroying his marriage now. He's destroying his life now. He can see that. That's one. So he needs knowledge. He needs to understand what he's doing to himself. He needs to educate himself. And in doing so, he needs to submit himself to a therapist first or a counseling unit to help him out. Either from his church or from anything, before any deliverance is made. This truth is deliverance. How many of Jesus's disciples did you notice that he prayed for all the time and cast out devils? Apart from Mary Magdalene, that he did cast out 7 spirits before Mary Magdalene became disciples. That was before Mary Magdalene became disciples. That was the only woman among the disciples of Jesus that he cast out devils. The rest of them, they didn't need deliverance. All they needed was just to listen to Jesus and they were helped. Truths delivered them. Truths. That's what I'm talking about. All right. The man needs serious counseling with the pastor, and that will not blame that. I will not blame him for that will not blame him or accuse him, but rather to show him and help him come out of the issue. This is the solution. Exactly. So consistency, you get it now. We have been saying it. Because it doesn't need to, we don't need to blame him and say you are doing this wrong, you're doing this wrong. No, we need to tell him all that we find that he's doing wrong. We need to share light on it and let him know that this thing will destroy this. We happen to this is why this thing's happening. This is why this is happening. If you do it this way, your life will go this way. If you do it that way, your life will go this way. So he will not have options. So he has between him life and death. He chooses. That's what we're talking about. That's what truth does. Truth liberates you from bondage. All right. Osareme says the truth is that he just used that as an excuse, but it is the lame excuse. Lame excuse that, okay, yeah. What excuse, like pornography or what? Which one? So this is exactly what we're talking about. This is exactly what we're talking about. So I'm looking at your comments, and guys, thank you for the comments. I'm looking at your comment and I'm reading it, and I want more. Somebody, a lady, now you guys are saying it. I thank you for a consistent place for your comment and for coming up to share what you think, and that was amazing. And also Trisha King, amazing for coming up there, and civic coach as well, amazing. So I need more of you to please come and share, because in the next couple of minutes, maybe 5 minutes or so, I need 1 or 2 of you to come and share. The link is on here. I've already posted the link before. Just click on that link on the comment section and it'll take you in there. And I want you to come and say your own view, your own aspect, what you think they should do. All right. And I'm reading your comment as well. No excuse. Let not excuse him. He just said that it hurt his wife. Seeing his wife give birth did not give him any I saw at all. He is just a wicked. Sorry, man, that's bad. You are getting emotional about this. I know. It's when you think about things like this, like, what? Really? Can this thing be like this? Yes, people are like that. We have a lot of people that are like that. You see, don't be surprised. That's why we bring this program to you guys, to create an awareness and also bring solution along with it. We don't just come here to complain about people. No, we bring solution along with it. That's why we bring these stories to your notice. And I told you, if you have any story to share with us, please, there's a link on the description below on this video. The link there, you will find an email address. Send me an email. All right? Write to me. Tell us your story. Maybe you have something you want to advise us on, or you want a topic you want us to talk on. Share your story. See, that's how these people are getting to write to us. Share your story. The email address is at the description below. All right? Share your story, and we bring truth. We bring reality. We share something that is valuable on this platform. All right? Thank you so much. Yeah, civic coach, you can't blame him for any of these issues. There are men who are addicted to football and can do anything when it comes to football. So how do you help such an individual? Exactly. It's counseling. Most of the time, it's not like, let's pray 24/7 and you're casting out something that is not there. The mind is the mind. There's strongholds in his head, so he had to be dissolved. Those things need truth. It's only truth that can take them out. All right. Then we have civic coach. He said, okay, consistency reply to you. He said, at civic coach, I totally agree with you, sir. There, that's what we're talking about. Thank you. Thank you for your agreement. That's it. Oh, thank you. We are all on the same page. That's awesome. I love that. Osareme Obasanjo, I know. How can you just care about your emotions and the idea of female body and have no empathy for a woman? Okay, we are dealing with a narcissist here. I think the man is a narcissist. What do you think? Is the man a narcissist? Is he a narcissist? You remember our discussion on narcissists? Maybe he's a narcissist, or maybe is he what do you call it now? A grandiose narcissist? Maybe he's a grandiose narcissist. Is he a grandiose narcissist? Maybe he's a grandiose narcissist. So how do you help? Counseling. It's about counseling. Whether he's a grandiose narcissist or is a what do you call the other one? Whatever narcissism is he, he needs counseling. They all need counseling, because this, okay, let's say he's a narcissist. Then that's a personal disorder. That's a disorder of his own that affects him from his mental thinking. And there he needs to be taught. He needs to be educated. He needs to be counseled. So A lot of things that people go through is not actually the devil that is responsible at all. And that's one of the beauty of actually having this program here, to talk about these things, so that we don't try to, everything is so spiritualized. There are so many things that you know in truth. If you know them, like Jesus said, you will be free. You don't need to have somebody lay hands on you to get them out. All right. Trisha Keys said earlier on, I mean, your responsibility is to take care of yourself as a woman. If you find yourself that you are not looking the way your husband expects you to look, then do something about it. And then Civic Coach also contributed and said, you know what, women, don't feel like you are disadvantaged. It's the men that need to do something. The man should take a woman to the salon if he wants the woman to wear a certain type of hairstyle. Take your wife to places you want her to be, or make your wife be the woman you want her to be. If you want her to be wearing bikini and walking around the house, then we buy her bikinis. Yeah? And let her wear around the house. If that's all you need, just put her on a TV show on your house with your eye. I mean, sit down in your living room and both watching her walking around. I mean, the woman should not fight over that. Now, let me add to that. Do you know there are some women who will profusely, they will angrily refuse that kind of suggestion. If your husband suggests to you, I'm talking about your husband, not a boyfriend. If your husband suggests to you, say, wear bikinis, or he bought you bikinis and say you should be wearing to become attractive to him, because a man is attracted by what he sees. Now, if you refuse to wear those bikinis, the truth is you are actually causing a harm to your marriage. Trust me. You need to wear those bikinis. I know it's winter time now in the Europe region, but if you are living in a summer section region where there is summer, come on, what stop you from wearing bikinis? Even though it's in winter time, turn on the heating in your house. Let the whole house be warm and wear bikini around. If your husband wants bikini, why do we keep giving ourselves problems? That's what I'm saying. It's not necessary. Let me read this. Men in the house tells us how does men in the house. He said, tell us, how does the labor room affect your emotions? Okay, that's a good question. Apart from igniting compassion, love, care, and fatherhood, this man is not at our level. We need to take him to Jesus. Oh my God. Oh my. Consistent place, you're too much. I like your style. I like your style, really. I do. Okay. I've been to the labor room. Let me answer you first. I've been to the labor room. I've been there twice because I have two sons. Now, the first one knocked me a bit. It got to me a bit. But I stood up because I already read before I came. Before I got married, I already read it. I already knew what I should expect. I told you there was a book I read. Maybe I will find the book and put the link on the description below. Everyday Woman. I read it many years ago. I read it 2001. That's when I read that book. It's many years ago. And then I was preparing for marriage. So I needed to read. I had these books, I attended seminars. I read books, a lot of books. I still have some of the CD seminars here. Over 20 years. I have them. Now, those information helped me, prepared me mentally. So when it was time to go to the labor room, I was ready. But I didn't know much about how it's like experiencing its reality. But I only know it in knowledge, in theory. You get it? I'll just read it. I haven't experienced it. I have not gone to follow someone there who have done it, all right? But I just have a knowledge of it. So when I went in there, I knew I was playing those things I read, those truths in my head. Now, it's as though I'm ready. I was preparing myself those years. So when I got in there, it was easy for me to take emotionally, psychologically, and physically. You get it now? That's what I'm talking about. There are most people who haven't read anything about that, but they just made up their mind, say, you know what, I'm going there, I'm coming out nice, and nothing's going to happen to me. In fact, seeing those things actually increased my love for my wife. It did. Like what a civic coach said. It did. It increased my connection to her. But again, when I noticed that there were little changes in her physical body, I was contributing to help, and I'm still doing. And it hasn't, I desire my wife more than anything. She knows. I desire her more. In fact, she runs. When I mean she runs for the good, but I desire her more than everything. Let me not just tell you about all that. But in reality, that's what it is. It doesn't stop. It hasn't separated me. It hasn't affected me psychologically to move backward. Rather, I'm moving forward. You see, it's just like getting more into it. So again, for me personally, that helped me. I'm not sure about other people. Maybe if civic coach were able to tell us how his own is like, then we can bring all this knowledge together and then make it a kind of a list of what a man should expect before going to a labor room with his wife first time. That should be a title of a book. Oh boy, I think we should talk about that as another title, another topic in this channel. We should have a story on that. That's going to be awesome. So I hope I answer your question. Consistent place at family aspect. In this case, even if that woman looks like Patricia Patricia King, this man will still complain about something. We shouldn't focus on that woman caring for herself for now. Okay. Of course, we know the man has a problem. His eyes he has, look at now, we know the problem of the man. He has been focusing on looking at other women that have bikini, women that are popping, they have their chest swelled out, pushed out, their backside pushed back, they have figure 8. All this picture has been in his mind for God knows how long. And then he stays with a woman who doesn't even in anywhere close to those pictures that he's seen on pornography films and or pictures. You see, you can imagine how he's going to start thinking. That's what we're talking about. We know he has a problem. So we have already addressed it. That's what we're talking about. But the woman also sees that she has a problem. We are not the one that is discovering that. The woman said this is what she thinks she has as a problem, and she's working on it. And we are saying, be encouraged. Do more of it. All right? Do more of it. If the man doesn't see it, another man after you walk out of that toxic relationship, I'm not saying you should leave. I'm not supporting that. If you could find a solution, that's what we're doing now. If you could find a solution and we can help your husband, it's just that he needs to humble himself and give us a right to us or give us a call. If he can't give us a call, then he should consult another marriage counselor who will be able to help. But somebody needs to help him. He needs help. He should consult a pastor of their church or something. They need to counsel him really, at least a minimum of 6 months for proper counseling and therapy treatment. She needs a therapist. She need one. I mean, not she. I think both of them need therapists. They need to be educated. They need to be counseled. That's what I'm talking about. So, you guys are all laughing. Why are you guys laughing now? Oh dear, it's true. All of these things are real, and I'm not saying it because I want to make anybody sad. Yes. So, in fact, this is the truth about the situation, and I want to thank every one of you for your amazing comment. I can see that you guys are. There's no more thing to say, but go over to this video. I mean, it's a long one, but don't worry. If you are listening to it, you'll just be playing it and enjoying it. There's so much to say in this video, but I think this story, we have been able to give a very detailed answer to this particular challenge. So if anyone facing this challenge in their life, anywhere in the world, you have a solution at your beck and call. All you need to do, refer this video to anybody you know that might be having this challenge or facing this situation. Tell them to humble themselves to listen to it. Tell them to humble themselves to listen to this video. and pay attention to the valuable content that was released on this video, and then they will be happy to do those things. If they do it, they will live a happy marriage life. Yes, so it's time for me to end this stream today. You guys are still amazing. I have 10 of you there. Please hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, come on, what are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? Help your brother to get to reach more people. Please subscribe to the channel. Please hit the subscribe button now, and also tell your friends and relatives you know on your WhatsApp group. Tell them to subscribe to this channel, please, so that we can get to move and reach more people. We want to save more family. We want to help more family that are going through these traumatic situations and this challenging time, especially in this period of pandemic. There's so many homes being broken, many separation is taking place. We want to help and stop as many as possible. And people are afraid to get married today because they don't know what to expect. We want to change all of that. Guys, help me, let us help everyone and do this. Trisha King, consistent places says, Trisha King totally agreed, sis. Okay, you're talking. Do you have me, have you, what? Have you, I didn't get that. Okay. Do you have, yes, let me see. There's something you're writing. Okay, let me read. Do you have do I family too on Saturday AM chick? Okay, you do. You have a channel? Is that what you're telling me? I'm not sure what you're saying. Family LS. Is that your channel? Is that what you're telling me? All right. If that is a channel, let me know, and then we'll look into it. It's Family LS, isn't it? Let me know. I'm not sure what you're asking. Consistent place. So thank you, everyone. Thank you for joining. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Hit the like button, please. Hit the like button. And I'm looking at the like button now. We need to raise it up a minimum of 8. Let's put it up there. In fact, let's make the like button 10 quickly. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Thank you for watching. And I really appreciate everyone. Yes, you have a channel called LS is live now, a stream. Okay. All right. That's great. That's great. We'll look at it. We'll look at it. Thank you so much, everyone. If you have your Google, you can try LX. Okay. I have Sarime here. Sarime said, I thought she said she watched a pornography before marriage. Did she say she still watch pornography? No, he is the man. Does he do it secretly without her knowing? No, she knows. She knows about it. Or does she watch as well? Maybe. I think she's enjoying the process. I'm not sure. But but in reality, she said the man has this as an addiction. It's a mass problem. Oh, Nora, thank you for coming. I know you just came. Yes, please watch it again. Watch the whole video again. It was awesome. It was awesome. We've been having an amazing time here. Thank you for being part. Thank you. Yes, Osareme, I thought you, like you said, the man is the man, not her. The man has been in that problem for a long time before they got married. Yes, it was the man that she knows. The reality is that she knows that the man has the problem, but she still went ahead to marry him. Probably she thought that since the man is sexually active, so she got a partner that will be sexually active. Until she woke up to the reality of her life and said, what? This thing doesn't happen the way I always think. So things changed. All right. Oh, okay, host. What nice being here. I have to go. Thank you. Consistent place. Thank you. God bless you. Have a beautiful time down there. Thank you. Also, I want to thank every one of you, Trisha King, consistent place, Osarime, thank you so much. Noria, thank you for coming. And also, CV Coach Baba, thank you. Thank you for coming. And also, I want to appreciate Rosemary Bassi. Guys, we are planning to get Rosemary Bassi back on it. On the video she did the other time is just shooting off the roof. So we need to get her back to do more on that topic. So please be praying for us, pray for her as well, so that the opportunity will come for us. She's a very busy woman. So we want to get her back. We want to get her back to come and share more with what she started. All right. So please, Osariman, thank you for being here. And also, I had who was that earlier on? Yeah, Jew. Is it Jew? J-U-H. Thank you, Joe, for being here today. You visited us today and you made some amazing comment. I remember I put your comment up there for everyone to read. Thank you so much for being here. And also, Donna King, Baba, thank you. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate your being here today. You guys are amazing. And also, please visit Civic Coach. Civic Coach he has a channel. I want you to visit his channel, please. Civic Coach is his name. Civic Coach 216 is an amazing Civic Coach mastermind. And if you want anything about job, anything about health and what do you call it? Health situations. What do you call? Is it health and I'm not sure. Well, health and whatever, health and care. Is he? He talks about coaching you on CV program. If you want to do anything that has to do with job, he does it. But he's also a coach on health and safety. That's it. How come I almost want to forget that? Can you imagine? In fact, I should be whipped for that, isn't it? Health and health. You see, I'm missing it again. So, I mean, visit CV Coach. All right. Also, we have Trisha King. Everyone knows Trisha King. Please visit her channel today. Like I said, just type it on Google or go to YouTube and type it. You'll be able to find it. You'll find Trisha King. Trisha King, some of you should go to our channel and be part of what she's doing. She's doing an amazing work. And I understand consistent place. I understand consistent. I understand consistent place has a channel. It's called LS channel. It says they are live right now to be running a program. So you guys should visit LX. Please do visit LX and also listen to what they're saying, because we learn from different places. So we are gathering a lot of information to help us better our situation and relationship. So please visit that channel, please. And also Trisha King as well. Visit their channel now. Nora Cynthia, thank you for coming in. Do you have a channel, Nora Cynthia? Do you run a channel too? Is there anything you talk about on YouTube? So please let us know. This lady say, ha, host, don't finish me with LS. Okay, I'm just doing my best to say thank you to every one of you for being here. And whoever is live on channel now, if you're doing any live stream tonight, please let us know so we can join you and see what and participate in and listen to what you have to offer, because we need to learn from you as well. I want to thank every one of you for being here. I'm not sure if I miss anybody. I'm trying to see if I miss. And now a time is coming whereby I will have to be picking who to go, because there will be a lot of people in there. But still, I'm trying to catch everybody along who has been online with us today, and say big thank you for being part today. So like I said, be expecting another video. Tomorrow, I'm going to be coming with another amazing story. So watch out for another amazing story that I have on my archive. I just got one email to this evening while I was just preparing for this stream. I haven't read it, but I'm going to read the email. And tomorrow I'm going to be sharing more about that. Some other emails I have. If not of this, I'm going to be sharing. I have another story coming your way tomorrow. So don't hesitate to be part of it. It's going to be the same time. Hopefully, I'll let you know when we're going to be online tomorrow. Watch out for the schedule notification on our channel. Then you know when we're going to be coming online to share with you another amazing story. and then we will have several advices to take along with it, and that will help us make our marriage, our relationship with our children, and also with our families, especially our in-laws. So we want to know more about that. Thank you. I appreciate. Antonia says at Consistent Place, I'm checking you out shortly. Thanks so much. Okay, thank you, Antonia, for checking her out. Really appreciate. Then thanks at Trisha King. Yes, she says I do live on Saturday morning at 8 a.m. Chicago time. Okay, Saturday morning. So that's fine. So 8 a.m. Awesome. We'll be there. So we look forward to seeing you, Consistent Place, in the morning, Chicago time. We have to now, so those of us who live in Europe, who live in United Kingdom, we have to now check the time out and know when we're going to be up and running and to join you. Okay. So thank you very much. I appreciate you guys are amazing. You guys are fabulous. You guys are just too much. So we're going to end the live stream now. And tomorrow we're going to be back again to share more with you. Remember, we are everyday live. We are here every day. We are not running out of content. We have a lot of information. We have a lot of things to share with you. So don't hesitate to be here tomorrow. Thank you, guys. I'm going to end the stream now. But remember, we do care about you. We are not just here to waste your time. We are here to add value to everyone that is here. So please, yes, let me read this. Trisha says that Family Aspects and Consistent Place have a channel called Consistent Place. Okay, that's the C. Okay, she says CL. And it says, okay, that's the name of the channel, Consistent Place, right? And she's asking if you have joined her channel. Okay, she's asking if I have joined her channel. Okay. I remember now because I was wondering what she asked before. Okay, that's fine. Like I said, we're visiting your channel soon. So be seeing us on Saturday. You'll be seeing us on Saturday. Make no mistakes about it. All right. Thank you so much. Yes. Any other question or contribution? Do you have any other question, guys, you want to ask concerning this? I would like to bring that to the screen if you have any. If not, I want to say big thank you, everyone, for being part. This is Family Aspect, and I'm going to end the stream right now so we can have time to rest and then prepare for tomorrow. Until tomorrow, guys, you just have to live happy. Try as much as possible to love your partner. Do everything possible to understand them. Do everything possible to be their self-help. You need to be their helper. Personally, just throw yourself into the arms of your spouse. Nothing to hesitate. Don't resist anything. Just be the one that they need at this moment, especially in this period of lockdown and pandemic. You need to be very close to your spouse more than ever before. Thank you, guys, for being here. Let me quickly read your comment before I go. Trisha King, she said, are you going live anytime? So, okay, no. Okay. And she says, please, no. In fact, she add the no to 3. No. So it was interesting. Thank you, guys. You guys are amazing. Thank you. I appreciate you all. So I'm gonna end the stream now, and then everyone go and take a break, and we will see tomorrow in our next story time. We're gonna have another story time tomorrow, so get ready for it. Until then, have a beautiful night rest, everyone. I love you all. Bye.